Welcome all of you to my channel. Today we are going to talk about a dark comedy, horror, thriller movie Better Watch Out released in the year 2016. And I hope you will definitely like the story of this movie. This video is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. An attempt has been made to explain the story of the film shown in simple language. All clips from the film shown here are used under fair use. The purpose of this video is to explain the story of the film and not to show the entire film. The story begins with a girl named Olivia, who has come to Mr. Jonathan's house in her car. There he has to take care of his son Johnny, because he is going to a party, and Olivia has taken care of their baby Johnny here before. That's why Johnny's parents have complete confidence in him. On the other hand, Johnny is seen with his friend David, who was talking about Olivia, and these things that he said were very strange according to his age. Now Johnny seems to hear that Olivia has arrived, so he immediately comes down to welcome him, but his mother sends him to sleep and explains to Olivia that when Johnny falls asleep, so keep this pencil at the gate of his room, because he has a habit of sleepwalking, and this will let you know that he has come out of the room. Now for now you just wash the clothes first. Just saying this, both of them leave. After their departure, Johnny started using his mischievous mind. He just kept looking at Olivia again and again. Now he even sent David to his home. That means he doesn't want any kind of hindrance now. But then he finds out that Olivia is talking to her boyfriend, and Olivia's boyfriend is calling her to meet him, because Christmas is coming, and to prepare for that he needs Olivia's support. But Olivia refuses. Hearing this, Johnny becomes very happy, and in this happiness, he picks up a bottle of liquor from his father's cabin and starts drinking it. Here Olivia puts the clothes away for washing, when she sees Johnny drinking, so she snatches the bottle from him. Then the phone rings, but when pick up the phone no one answers. After which Johnny shows a horror movie, and both of them sit together and watch it. Just then the pizza guy comes out, but he had not ordered any pizza, and he tells the same thing to that man also. But that was his point, that if the pizza has been ordered from here then they will have to take it. Looking at Johnny's face it was clear that this was his work, but he is not telling. Now both of them enjoy eating pizza, and meanwhile Johnny tries to get closer to Olivia. But Olivia scolds him, on which he says that I have grown up now, and now I also understand all these things. Meanwhile, Olivia sees a man standing at the window behind her, but when she went and looked, there was no one there. Then she gets up to look at the clothes and her eyes fall on an open window, which she had closed some time ago. This scares Olivia very much. She thinks maybe someone has found out. She is alone in this house, and now he's trying to scare her. Olivia comes to Johnny again, and then once again the doorbell rings. But when they opened the door, this time too there was no one there. Now Olivia asks Johnny for his phone to call the police. Johnny gives him the phone, but phone falls into the water. Now Olivia gets very angry about this thing, and tries to take the phone out. But then the bell rings for the third time, and this time she opens the gate and shouts, "Who is it?" Now they realize it was David. This was all a prank by Johnny and David, which they had planned even before Olivia's arrival. But here something happened which was not in the plan. There is a sound of glass breaking on the upper floor, as if someone had hit with stones. All three of them go upstairs without making any noise. They find the broken window there, which makes Olivia even more nervous, and she immediately calls the police from the home phone. But here was the surprising thing, that someone had cut the home telephone line. That's why they connect to Wi-Fi. But someone had closed that too. Then they hear some noises from below. Both leaves David upstairs and comes down, but they does not find anything there. Now in the meantime David comes there with a stone, on which it was written that if you go out you will be killed. And meanwhile a flash comes from outside. This frightens David so much that he runs outside. Then a bullet is fired at David, and he piles up at the same place. Now all this was happening in front of Olivia and Johnny. Olivia immediately closes the gate and lies down there with Johnny. Johnny was crying at that time, because he felt all this for the first time. Olivia explains to him that we must act with courage, and whatever happens, we must face it together. But first, we have to go to a safe place. Olivia wipes her tears, and then both of them go upstairs. Both of them go to the top floor and hide there, whose stairs were hidden. This way, whoever that stranger was would not be able to know where both of them are right now. Both of them sit there without making any noise. But then a spider appears on Olivia's face, due to which she gets scared and opens the stairs of that floor. Now the stranger knew where these people were, but Johnny holds Olivia and hugs her, and tells that his father has a gun, They have to get it first, and only after that both of them will be able to face that stranger. Now they goes and gets the gun, but by then the stranger had already entered the house, and he was searching for them everywhere with a torch. He also comes into that room, and Johnny hides behind the door with Olivia, so that the stranger does not know anything, after which both of them run to Johnny's room and hide in his cupboard. Then Johnny accidentally crushes the toy. Hearing whose voice the stranger comes up to the top, both of them sit quietly with their mouths covered, holding a gun in their hands. Meanwhile, Olivia pays attention that she has seen the mask that the stranger is wearing somewhere. Then the picture of Johnny's family comes to her mind, in which Johnny's father was wearing the same mask. She immediately comes out of the cupboard, and she tells the stranger to remove his mask. And then boom! A terrible prank happened here. The person behind that mask was actually none other than David, and all this was also Johnny's plan. That's why he did this, because he wanted to save Olivia, so that he becomes a hero in her eyes. This will bring him closer to Olivia, but this could not happen. And now Olivia knows the truth behind that mask. She abuses Johnny a lot. She even says that Johnny should go to a mental hospital instead of school. Because he is a lunatic, she doesn't need babysitting but a doctor. Now after hearing all this, Johnny goes crazy, and he gets very angry. But for now, he keeps his anger under control. Now here Olivia was going to call her parents. Then Johnny slaps him hard from behind, due to which Olivia falls down the stairs and becomes unconscious. When Olivia opened her eyes after a few hours, the whole story had changed. Now from here we will see the bad side of Johnny, in which he is badly attracted to Olivia, and wants to achieve it. He can do anything to get Olivia, and can stoop to any level. Now finding herself tied up like this, Olivia yells at Johnny. But Johnny silences him at gunpoint, and he says that you will have to do exactly as I say, otherwise you will lose your life. Now Johnny asks Olivia to play truth or dare, in which this was his first truth for Olivia. How many people has he had relations with so far? Olivia says none. Now chooses Johnny dare, on which David tells him that now you have to get closer to Olivia, and Johnny also fulfills this dare, from which it is now clearly evident what all is filled in the mind of this innocent-looking boy. Now David also wanted to do something similar, but Johnny refused him. Now the story moves forward, and Olivia sees the perfect opportunity. She gives a signal by shining a torch in the house in front. But perhaps there was no one in that house. Because today is Christmas, everyone will be busy, and because of this, Olivia loses this opportunity as well. Now Johnny forces him to drink alcohol, but Olivia breaks the bottle. Johnny abuses him a lot for this. But then comes another twist in this story. Here Alex enters, who is Olivia's boyfriend. When Olivia got here, she messaged Alex that if he does not arrive by 2 o'clock, then Alex should come to this address. That is, at Johnny's house. Now both of them get scared after hearing the doorbell, and immediately shut Olivia's mouth, after which Johnny goes to open the door, and there he finds out that this is Alex. Johnny tells him that Olivia is gone, but he does not listen to him at all, and he says that she has messaged me, she is here. After which Alex forcibly entered inside, and he started calling Olivia, Olivia. Johnny was now starting to get tense, because his game could get spoiled now. That's why now he has to do something. But Alex is not willing to stop. He even reaches that place, where they locked up Olivia. But then Johnny comes from behind and hits him on the head with a bat. This causes Alex to fall unconscious, so Johnny begins dancing. But Alex stands up again, and he won't leave Johnny now. He beats him a lot, but Johnny stabs a pencil into his cheek. Now Johnny was in Alex's hands, but meanwhile David arrives with a gun, which scares Alex. Alex thinks both boys are crazy, and he sits on his knees without taking any risks. After this, Johnny attacks Alex again from behind, due to which he gets badly injured. What was left then? There was blood everywhere, which Johnny cleans. Johnny also cleans that pencil, using which he was considering himself as John Wick. After doing all this, he goes down, where David had also tied Alex to a chair, and he was made to sit next to Olivia. It was going to be morning in a short while, and then when his parents also come home, what will Johnny do? Now here there was one more thing to be noted, that whenever Johnny tries to do something wrong, so David stops him. But this time Johnny doesn't listen. He starts threatening David. Here another secret is revealed, that Alex was actually called by Johnny through a message from Olivia's phone. Johnny deliberately wanted to torture Alex in front of Olivia. Now he points the gun at both of them and says, "I feel like killing one of you too." but he doesn't do that, because the sound of the bullet will go outside, and in such a situation people will become suspicious. Now Johnny asks Alex to smoke, after which he closes her mouth, so that the smoke would come out from the wound on his cheek, and this is exactly what happens. But Alex was experiencing a lot of pain. Seeing this, Olivia says that it is not her fault. You let go! But Johnny had gone crazy. Tonight, he wants to try everything, which he used to see in films. He tells David, I want to see if it's on a person's head. What will happen if you throw a paint can and hit him? And he had also seen this thing in a movie. Meanwhile, we see that Olivia has a piece of glass in her hand, which she had stolen at that time, when these people were catching Alex. Now, with that help, Olivia slowly. First, she tries to cut the tape on her leg, but over there the experiments with Alex had already begun. First, his eyes are blindfolded, after which he was taken to the hall and made to sit right in the middle. Throw a paint box on him using a rope, but he misses his target. Meanwhile, Olivia had freed one leg with the help of that glass. Now here Alex screams and begs for his life. On the other hand, Olivia immediately reaches them with the gun kept on the table, and she says, pointing towards Johnny, you throw it down or else I'll blow your skull off. Johnny actually throws him down, which hits Alex directly, due to which his whole mouth gets torn apart and becomes like a cauliflower, and he dies there. Now seeing this, Olivia can't believe it. How can a child do this? But she will have to accept that Johnny does not have a childish mind. He has become a madman. That's why Olivia threatens to shoot him. But Johnny was laughing. In this sequence, Olivia fires a gun in the air, but the reason for Johnny laughing was that there was only one bullet in the gun. Olivia starts to run and David goes after her, but he cannot catch him, because she threw away David's glasses. Because of this, David cannot see anything. And taking advantage of this, Olivia starts running toward the neighboring house. But then a stone comes from above and hits Olivia straight on the head. Now Olivia had become unconscious, but the people standing there do not know anything. Meanwhile, Johnny messages Olivia's ex-boyfriend that she wants to meet him. Now if a guy gets called by his ex, and it is not possible for that person not to go, he goes to meet Olivia, but there he meets Johnny. He says he is Olivia's brother, and she wants you to write her an apology letter. He starts writing, and as soon as that is completed, Johnny puts a noose around his neck and hangs him from a tree, and he leaves the letter written by him there, so that everyone would think that he himself became suicide because of Olivia. Meanwhile, Johnny made Olivia a Christmas tree, and he was tied up and made to sit on a chair. David was also with him. Olivia started enticing him with her words, and he also starts getting trapped. She says your friend is just using you. Hearing all this, David opens it, but then Johnny comes there and shoots at David. Now Johnny had killed his own friend, so he yells at Olivia a lot. He abuses him very badly, because his friend got killed because of Olivia. But then he goes and sits next to Olivia and expresses his love to her. But Olivia still tells him he's a lunatic. And what do I have to do with such a crazy boy? No girl in the world will love. After which Johnny went to the kitchen in anger. He brings a knife from there and slits Olivia's throat. But this story is not over yet, because if he falls asleep like this, he will be caught. That's why Johnny now goes to Olivia's ex. All the things that were used in that house. He puts Olivia's ex's fingerprints on all of them, so that everyone would think that he had come to take revenge from Olivia, because Olivia betrayed him, after which he cleans everywhere and everything. Only after this Johnny goes to his room and goes to sleep, but then he remembers that his pencil is still in Alex's mouth. He takes it and puts it outside his room, just like his mother has been doing it since childhood, so that they can know that he is walking in his sleep. But here we come to know another truth, that this too is actually a lie. He has never walked in his sleep till date. This was all just a pretense of being innocent, but putting the pencil inside was not that easy. That's why he first keeps a pencil on the door from outside. Then he goes out to the balcony, and from there he opens the window of his room. But then his parents arrive, and he very cleverly goes to his room and goes to sleep. Now after some time when his mother comes inside, then she begins shouting. She first comes to Johnny's room, but Johnny was sleeping, and the pencil didn't even fall. That means he did not go out at all. After some time the police comes there and takes away the dead bodies of all, but here Olivia still had some life left in her. That's why while leaving he saw Johnny who was watching him from the window. She shows him the finger. That means now she will tell everyone about him, due to which problems will increase for Johnny. But at the end we see Johnny tell his mom He should go to the hospital to meet Olivia, and the story ends with this scene. So friends, Better Watch Out is a horror thriller as well as a psychological drama. This movie shows how dangerous an innocent-looking child can be from the inside. It has a great mix of suspense, tension, and dark comedy. The story of this film teaches us that we should never judge someone's intentions by looking at his innocence. Better Watch Out is a unique and scary film that keeps you hooked till the last scene. If you liked this story, then please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for sticking to the story till the end.